We're going to come back fresh. First things first, my name is Kenneth Bird. My company is Black Series Edition LLC. Let's talk about the Pricey knockoff projectors. These are the ones we call the top of the cream of the crop. These are the knockoff ones on the block. Did I just rhyme that? I think I just did. All right, so I've done quite a lot of research on knockoff projectors, and I tell you at the end of the day, these things are trash. Trash, 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 trash. They will cheat you in specifications, and some of y'all will spend the money for the pricey ones, the ones that basically at the end of the day say they got all these. They win first prizes at this, and they do this and do that. Here's the problem. The only way these projectors are going to work, you're going to have this on a white or light gray screen or high silver screen. And these screens are not what you call the top of the line screens. These screens are the bottom feeder screens. Gray screen paint products, white screens, these are considered to be poor quality screens for high-end projectors or any kind of projector, to tell you the truth. Anyway, so some of you have the Wemax projectors, you have the Valve projector, one of these projectors you have. And then you're probably displaying this on a white or gray screen because you can't do this projector on a gunmetal or black screen because they don't pull up. Especially on our products, they don't pull up, so we advise you do not use these projectors. So imagine having this projector, you paid all this money, and then you got a white screen. So you literally have the worst of all worlds at the end of the day. You have an outdated screen and you have a projector that's absolute crap. How much crap is the Nova? Not the Nova, the Wemax. Well, we had the Wemax when they first came out. We had a customer who bought one way back when they were claiming to be 5,000 lumens at the time. And find out they weren't 5,000 lumens. They were actually much lower than that. But this projector, as I said before, we told you many times, does not work on our screen paint products, nor do we ever support it knockoff projectors because they don't work. But these are the pricey ones. These are the ones that people usually, they get robbed in pretty badly. They'll spend $3,000, $4,000, even $5,000 for these projectors to find out these things are trash, that they can't upgrade their screens because the projector won't work on it. As I told you before, the projector is only as good as the screen is displayed on. And how in the world are you going to work with a screen? Oh, here's another that's going to bow maker. How are you going to work with a screen at the end of the day that your projector can't see? Now, biggest complaint I heard about these things is customer support. Basically, these things are a bit of a headache. Keep in mind, you won't be returning that within the United States. I don't think they did. I think they said return overseas or something that works. They want to be sure on that 100% for saying that. But I've heard people saying they've had problems basically with these projectors trying to return them. Because some of these people have went out with deep pockets and bought like a high-end screen and found out that it was not going to work. It was not going to fix the problem. And then they contact us and we have to tell them, nope, we can't help you because we don't support that screen or that projector at all. So we can't even help you. What you're going to have to do is, how soon did you buy it? Can you return it if it's possible? You're going to have to do something because you're going to have to get a name brand projector now in order to use it. Or that you're just stuck on the white screen. And that's the reason why they're having the problem with it. From all the demonstrations we just saw on YouTube on different forms of these projectors, we want to check out the bow maker, all of them. Every last demonstration sits in the dark. Any demonstrations that try to pull a little bit of light, the screen's washed out and it's faded. I mean, heck, when you think about it, even if you were to buy the P2 and hit that with a white screen, it's still a fail. A gray screen, it's still a fail. You have to have darker screens in order to be able to use these projectors. Let's go over to Magic Google. See what Google says about this. Now, mind you, Google's getting all this information from other forum sites and all that stuff. So they're getting it from somewhere, someone's putting in all that information. Let's put in, what's the benefit of a black screen? Make sure we got the sound up because we want to make sure we hear this. I want to hear this. I'm putting this on my site today. What is the benefit of a black projection screen? What was she going to tell me? Oh, I should have put benefits of a black projection screen. Let's see. Tell me, Google. Benefits of a black projection screen.
According to the projector expert, all factors considered, black projector screens are better than white and gray screens. The screens are better at producing clearer and high contrast images with or without ambient lighting. This means that the screens can be used for indoor or outdoor activities while producing superior image quality.
Superior image quality. Just sat there and said that it's a more superior screen. This is why that when you're looking at, well, gunmetals aren't black. Our screens are black, but still gunmetals are very dark screen. When you consider it, they're very dark. They can be mistaken for black screens. Are very dark. But still, our screen being 100% black would be more advanced than the gunmetal technology. And because of this, even in the gunmetal technology, this is why these screens are more expensive. This is why, if you look at their categories, some like elite screens will have light gray screens, white screens. But if you want their top screens, you got to go near the flagships, the Dark Star 9s. These are the $3,000 projection screens. These are the $5,000 screens. That's why they cost more money. It's a more superior screen. So if anybody ever comes up there and tells you that a gray screen is, no. You have dumbed your machine down on an outdated surface. Yeah, I know this has got to be a big hurt piece for your naysayers. Wait, give me a minute. I'll help you with the sword. Let me take my foot and stick it on your chest cavity. Ah! Whew, feels better, doesn't it? There you go. You don't have that piece of steel stuck in your heart now. Been telling you all that for years. For years. 8 years back, we've been telling you this. But no, you guys come up here with these light gray screen paint products, and now it's the way of the future, and you're blah, blah, blah. That's why you're stuck in the dark. That stuff doesn't work with ambient light rejection technology. This is why you're calibrating on these screens. Of course, I've seen people calibrate on the certifieds too, but that's a whole nother story in its own. But so it maintains a better screen than that gray and white mess at the end of the day. And you guys with those Valva Wemax projectors on those white screens, gee whiz, seriously, your projector's fake. You're sitting in dark environments, your colors are all washed out, and you're on a white screen with this thing. And the more superior screens are the black screens, and you can't even go on those screens. At least somebody with a projector that's using a white screen and with a P2, at least they can switch over to a darker screen. You can't even go there. You're stuck. You're stuck with an overpriced projector that doesn't do half of the things it's designed to do, and you're stuck on a white screen. That is jacked up. Yeah, it's right there. Heard the machine. It's just basic common sense. Of course, it's going to have a more superior image. Why do you think we can magnitude our screen sizes at massive sizes on projectors that don't have that capability? Because that screen's black, it can give the ultimate refined image. Amazing detail is something you're going to lose off a gray and white screen. You definitely can't produce that at 150 inches because there's going to be issues with that. You got to compress it in order to be able to pick up a somewhat decent image, and you're still stuck in the dark. Every form site that I go to, and these form sites where these people got these crazy, insane setups, these people got serious gunmetal screens in there. These are very expensive. These are $20,000, $30,000 setups. And just a screen alone, mind you, a diamond will cost you $5,000 for a 100-inch. Why would you build a dedicated theater room and put a 100-inch in there? There's no point in that. You're supposed to have a screen over 100 inches. It's a movie theater setup. So if you're going to go over 100 inches, you know you're going to spend about 30 grand on a screen that's 150 inches. And the ones that don't got that bread at the end of the day, what do they put in there? White screens and gray screens. That's what they stick in there. All that power on that projector, and they can't even see the screen because the screen can't pick it, can't register, can't pick it up. So you go out and you buy more expensive machines, higher contrast. You're not picking up black, you're picking up shades of gray. Even when you hit the gunmetal technology, you're still not picking up black, you're picking up a darker shade of gray, which we just saw in the MP Supernova we just displayed. Yeah, I've been telling y'all that for the longest time. Now look at the situation we're in now. Well, then again, no, we forgot. We're going to be launching that on whatchamacallit, but that's, again, under our guidelines, that is a tricky screen paint to get your hands on because it's not an easy one to get your hands on. You're lucky if you're able to get one of them because there's a rare edition. That's the reason why we can actually have that paint available for the customers because the big companies won't touch it because they can't get bulks of it. They can't come to us and say, they got no, we can't do that. Sorry, we're under contract. But you can only get one of them. That's all they can get. And they can't come back and buy one every day because that won't work either. So, yeah. Yeah. Just think about that right there, people. The gray screen paint products on the market are bottom dollar and they're outdated. It's right there. The blacker and darker screens are the more superior screens. And no, that doesn't include the Frankenstein. The Frankenstein is trash. It is definitely trash. It doesn't pull white level for jack. It's very dirty. Somebody in the UV mix is definitely dirty. A customer came in and actually talked about that on how their basement wall produced a better white level and better color and better than the UV mix. The UV mix came out dirty. We had it over here. It comes out dirty. Doesn't even have enough test underneath of it. It's dirty. So yeah, what are you stuck with now? Y'all are stuck with, before when we was out there flowing that paint by the bundles coming out there for you, boom, boom, boom. Those who took advantage of that, thank you so much and enjoy your future technology. And those of you hesitated because you listened to those jokers, you're definitely going to basically pay some money out. Or you're going to have to deal with somebody who's going to come up with a black product that doesn't have our testing, doesn't have our record, and definitely at the end of the day doesn't have our contracts. And you're going to have to deal with whatever nonsense they're going to churn out, and you're going to end up with a screen that's going to be really dark and you can't see it because it wasn't properly tested. That's what's going to happen. You're going to question their product. Okay, how about black on black? Because I guarantee you, you're going to actually compare our test demonstrations to theirs. That's what you're going to do before you put that money over on it. So we set the standard on how black screens are supposed to function. Because I guarantee anybody's going to bought screen paint from us is going to sit there and say, oh, no, I need to know if you've done this test and that test. They're going to question it. And they're not going to do it. You know why? Because it's too much work. And they're not trying to do the work at the end of the day. They're trying to cut corners and sell you whatever the freak they basically can dream off the top of their head without doing any testing. As you can see, a perfect example of that. How are you going to sit there and call your products the king? How are you going to call your products the best? And you guys are literally taking Google images and trying to claim them as your own screen paint. If that's the lowest thing you could do to a customer. That's not misleading. I don't know what is. And anybody sits in the room and says, oh, you're a liar, then go to the website. Go there and see for yourself. Knock yourself out. Now, any one of them want to sit there and say, well, what about my labels? What about my other labels? What about them? Did I not say they were dummies? Did I not say they were fillers for something else? Anytime I show you a label, and if it's legit, we're going to have those copyrights to show it. Just like with the Black Series edition. We launched a bunch of dummy labels on it. We told you it were dummy labels. I said I can't show you the real labels until I get my copyrights back. What do I have sitting over on my desk? What do I have sitting up there? My copyright registration number. What do you see? Brand new label. There you go. The alpha, those are not real labels. They're dummies. When you see the alpha labels, you will recognize our new labels. And you will see me pull out that piece of paper. Go, here you go, register. Here you go, register. Here you go, register. Y'all don't even own Danny doesn't even own his own name. His name belongs to somebody else. He owns, a person over in UK owns that. It's a part of a sound studio for recording music. The logo doesn't belong to him. His face, or whatever that is, doesn't belong to him. And one of them came up under a porn site. The images he shows him, now some of them in there, those pictures, yeah, are his. We acknowledge those are his because they're basically showing. But those other pictures, no, they're not his. They come off on Google. So you mean to tell me that you basically don't have a product that works that well that you have to go in and steal images to fool people that this is what the image looks like? This is supposed to be, this discredits everything you see on camera right there from the door. It's a formula. It's engineered to give you the best picture quality. Oh yeah, but now you got pictures up there coming from off of Google that you stole. Same thing like Crow, talking about, oh, my product's the best of the best. And it's like, you stole images off of freaking of Google. And he has a laser projector at that, 4K laser. That is pretty sad. Pretty sad. Gee whiz. That is pretty sad. You see what it's coming down to right now? Black. Before when we came up, it was white screens versus white walls. I remember all these little debates that would pop up. So most people were arguing like, man, you can go get a white screen, but like, why would you spend money for a white screen when you got a white wall to do the same thing? That went back and forth for a couple of debates. There was DLP projectors versus LCD projectors. Which one's better? People say I want to go with the DLCs. The DLCs will give you the mirror effect, and then you got the different, you get the white specks that pop up, and they would burn out. It was a whole lot. They were brighter, and that was a little debate going back and forth. And then it was certified screens versus screen paint products, great screen paint products. Which is better? That went on for a debate for a little while. Now, pretty soon, you're going to have black technology because they're going to get one. It's going to happen. You're going to see a black diamond or one of those companies pop up with a black screen. Now, does that bring a threat to us? No, really doesn't at the end of the day. We engineer our technology in 20 or so minutes. No, I really don't care about that. And again, why would I even care? I'm going to be making I'm not the money as much there. I got to be there for a while to make their kind of money, but I'm going to be making serious money, so I'm good. I really don't care. Now, if I was still doing the screen paint products, on the other hand, and that's all we're doing, then yeah, I would have to challenge the screen to show that my product is better because I'm going to have a customer come out and say, hey, what about something? But now, no, I'm good. I don't really need it. I'm good. The fight to get to that point, we're already there. There's no point in basically fighting anymore. Why would I basically do any more demonstrations against any other products? The bottom line was to get recognition to show that our technology is good, to get on that level. Now we're on that level. Why would we even need to do any more of those demonstrations? It's pointless because now we're already there. We're good. We got contracts. No point. Now, the curious side of me, yeah, I would test it. They got a black screen. I'm definitely going to test it. I'm curious to see. That's out of curiosity. Going to know. Pretty sure they buy our stuff because they want to know too. But other than that, to need that to basically get recognition, no, I already got it. What I need it for? There's no point. So let's go back and take a look at some of this stuff here. So basically, you already know right now that the black screen is a more superior screen. The darker the screen, the better. If you go to any form site, I guarantee you, and you tell them, hey, I got a 1080p projector, I got a 4K projector, even if it's whatever it is, they're going to tell you that a darker screen or black screen is a more advanced screen. Those of you now sitting around with these gray, his customers sitting around those gray screens now, you have an outdated product sitting on your wall. You're not picking up color, you're not picking up contrast, and this is why you're told to calibrate. Let me see real quick. Let's go back to this Wemax. So I'm going to look into these other projectors under Wemax. Let me see. Whew, man. I couldn't believe this projector specifications were that freaking bad. No. So we were on Amazon. Somebody had a projector up there that was freaking crazy insane. What was it? W something. I think it was I don't know for a minute. I'm not sure if I got this right on this one. I'm not sure if I got it right. It had a weird name attached to it. Let me go over here and dig this thing up. This projector was really crazy expensive for what they wanted for it. I'm looking at the P2. I'm getting the black one. That's what I'm buying. I want the black one. You know how much money they charge because it's black? This thing better come with some extra perks. That's the price of the P2. And you could have just bought a P2. Really. If you buy a Wemax now, knowing that this is the price of the P2, you need to be taken outside. You need to be slapped around. You really do. You literally need to be slapped around. See right there at the bottom? Right here, people? See right there? See right there from the door? No beating around the bush. No, it's 4 times high definition or 4 times 1080p. None of that. You don't see that on here. Boom. Resolution right there. What's the brightness on this projector? It don't beat around the bush. It's 3,000 lumens. 3,000 lumens on the projector. They don't beat around with that. It's poor. Can you imagine you buying this projector and they're sitting there saying it's 21, but it could be 5,000. They don't beat around the bush with that. Right there from the spot. They just say right there from the spot. There's no 2 numbers popping up there. That's almost as worse as seeing those fake projectors that say 4K 1080p. What the heck is a 4K 1080p projector? Let's go over. I'm going to find this other projector. I'm going to go look at the Wemax to dig out that other generic projector that came up. I can't believe that Wemax had freaking... Oh yeah, but hold on real quick. We're going to hit this real quick, but I want to show you something real quick. So you saw the Wemax having... Let me see where we're here. The highlights here. Which one is this one right here? Okay, you saw the Wemax having a 3,000 to 1 contrast, right? This right here is an NEC UM361X. This is the one I have over there, right? Or right over there. Let's see. Right over there. That's my projector right there. That projector right there, brand new, costs you $1,700. Used, you can get them on eBay for under 200 bucks. I paid $60 for mine. The Wemax is almost like $2,700. And you get 2100 lumens and you get 3000 to 1. Let's look at the specifications on this projector. This projector gives you 3600 lumens and the contrast is 4000 to 1. There you go. If you had bought a projector like Epson, Samsung, ViewSonic, any one of them, your contrast level would have been up there. Your lumen count would have been up there. There is no way in the world you'd have been sitting at those poor specifications of 3000 to 1. Gee whiz. This is an old projector. This is a discontinued old projector. Let's go with 3001. It's almost close to 2000 to 1, to tell you the truth. Let's go with Sony's VPL FH30. I got it in the next room over there on the 3D mapping over there. Let's see what we get out of this one for our specifications. Sony specifications right there. Let's see what they have for their contrast over here. Their contrast is right. I said 2000 to 1 contrast. So 2000 to 1 contrast. And that projector is 3. It should be way past that. Way past that. And this projector is 19. It's not 1080. It's not a 1080. This is a little bit more than a 1080p projector. This projector is not 1900 by 1920 by 1080. This is 1900 by 1200. This projector is a WXGA. They're definitely widescreen. They do 1610, so it's a widescreen. Widescreen isn't 16:9. It's actually 16:10, and it's WXGA, not WXGA or whatever. Well, they never explain that. Did they explain what basically? No, they probably don't even have it on there. I'm curious what they have on there. Oh boy, that projector comes up as an XGA, bro. It's gonna suck. Oh, but it shouldn't. It shouldn't come up with that. It should come a little better than that. And this projector is 4300 lumens. You could buy this over on eBay for 200 bucks now. I got $300 for mine, but $200. Let's look up the Pricey. The older ones. Let's look at the real old Pricey's. Look at the old Pricey ones. Pricey LW400. LW400. Okay. Get an old one in there. Let's see what their lumens is going to be over here. Oh, 1000 to 1. Okay, so they're a little bit better. So 1001, but you got 4000 lumens, and these projectors are actually 1280 by 800. They're definitely not the 1080p, but these projectors are absolutely fantastic. And that was discontinued in 2012. So let me see. At that price, at $2,700, you should not be in the 3000 range with that projector of contrast. This right here is any of the ViewSonics. Let's get one of the old ViewSonics. Let's get the let me see, what's the one I got in here? I got to get the one that's 600 by 800 res SVGA. That's the lowest one they make on there. Let me see if we got a ViewSonic. Let's see, ViewSonic. ViewSonic. That's mine right there. That's one I got behind me. That's a short throw. But I want the one that has 600 by 800 res. We need the one that's 600 by 800, 720p. All right, let me see where you at. Yeah, we had dozens of these things right here, these projectors. These are our videos, by the way. I told you our videos are literally everywhere. These are ours. These are our demonstrations right here. If you don't look at that, yeah, that'd be a this. Yeah, there it is. That's the name of the projector right here. That's the name of it. I actually did a review on that projector. That projector, ViewSonic is known for giving you more for your projector. They are known for it. That projector is 600 by 800, 720p, and that projector right there has a 22,000 to 1 contrast. I think it's 20 or 22,000 to 1 contrast. It has a built-in anamorphic lens, which is 235.1. That baffles the daylights out of me when I first heard about that. How do you have SVGA 600 to 800 res, 720p projector, but it has a 235.1 anamorphic lens in it? Do you have any idea how insane that sounds at the end of the day? Usually a lens like that would show up in a projector like JVC, real high-end projectors you just paid a ton of money for. You would never find that in a 600 by 800 SVGA 720p projector. And then it comes with a whopping 20,000 and 22,000 or 20,000 to 1 contrast. I paid $85 for that projector, $185 for that projector. That's insane. And you know what's crazy about it? I tell you what's crazy. The first time I saw it in a projector, I thought it was a typo. I thought something was wrong. I thought I was seeing things the first time I saw it. Because there's only several ways you can do 235.1. One is the camera lens, which it sucks. You got to have it in 1610 and the edges get fuzzy and it's a bit of a headache. Then they have something where there's like a track system that lays next to your projector and has a lens that slides back and forth. You get them at eBay, but I mean, you get them around $1,200, $1,300, $1,400. That's a lot of money right there to pay. Or you can go with ViewSonic, which apparently has this in here, which they don't know it's in there, but they have it in there, and you can get that projector for $150. I paid $60 and $50 for one of the projectors. $50 with 235.1 in it. Not when you do the camera. The camera, you got to adjust it, you got to turn it, you got to move it back and forth to adjust it for everything you watch. This one, automatically. That's what we're using behind us right now. So when I was in I bought the projector short throw. I bought it and I was going to put it in 1610, and I saw a 235 pop up, and I was like, wait a minute, what the freak? What the heck is that doing in there? I thought it had like an error, or maybe it had a special projector, or maybe something got out and mine got mixed up with theirs. Something don't seem right. It was 235.1. So that's when I said, okay, let's go buy some more ViewSonics. I went out and I bought this, it was a 4,000 lumens, like a kind of a half and half for a theater and half for venue. It was kind of like that. It was 4,000 lumens, a WXGA. That had the 235.1. I bought the PX747 4K. That had it. I said, okay, those are the higher models. Let's go a little lower. I got one that was a WXGA. That had 235.1. It was a short throw. And then I bought a cheap one used for $120, 600 by 800, 720p SVGA. There's no way in the world they put that on here. Yes, it was. It was on there. And when I contact ViewSonic and I'll say, why are you advertising this? Do you know how amazing this is that you get 235.1 for this cheap? And the guy acted like he didn't know what I was talking about. Literally act like he didn't know what I was talking about. Sorry, I know what you're talking about. We don't have that option on there. Like, I've never seen that before in my life. Okay, I'm not gonna argue with you about it. Bye. Why do you think when you look at any ViewSonic projector, they never mention the 235.1? None of them. Go look it up. No, look it up. Unless you're buying some crazy insane one that's gonna put it out there. But they never mention it, ever. It's a hidden gem. It's like basically, at the end of the day, it's like something that somebody has to tell you or you have to witness it for yourself. It's one of those episodes. So this is me upstairs taking this projector I just got. That's it right there. That's a 600 by 800, 720p.
Okay. I knew I had this projector.
235.1. Right in their menu setting. Right in the menu setting. So now, instead of me going out and spending all this money for a very expensive projector, I'm just going to pay about $900 if I get an open box, or $1,200 for my projector, and that's it. And I got 235.1 in that bad boy. All these projectors I have in this house, none of them have it. None of them don't have it. Only that one. Only those particular models will have them. And now you got to get the ones that are actually the 2016 models and up. Anything underneath that won't have it. All right, let me see. I'm gonna look at this other projector real quick. Not only that, I want to go look at um, the Wemax collection. Let's go look at these things. Gee whiz. And we already looked through that one. Disclaiming that this is 1080p right there. I want one of the big ones, the expensive ones. That's the same one. Oh, we know that one's a real legit. That's an Optima. That's an LG. That's legit. Which one is this saying? LG 4K. Yeah, those are legit. Those are name brands. Here we go. This is the one I saw. Was looking at. This is the name of it. 2500 lumens. Why do lumen count so low all the time? 2500 lumens. Ultra short though laser projector. Saying it's 4K. Triple laser. All right. Let's see what we got going on here. Gee whiz. Look at this one right here. Look at this. Look at the price of this one right here. Sticker shock. Like, what the freak? Yeah, I knew I told you. I saw one here was almost like $5,500. Yep, there it is right there. $5,500 for that. Screen display. Now they're displaying the resolution. 720. That's interesting. Now this may be a little interesting. This one actually is displaying its resolution. See right there? It's displaying it. I'm curious. I'm going to have to look into this a little more. Is this on? Whoa! Look at the price of that one. That one's $6,000. Ooh! Look at the price of that one. That's $6,800. $800. What the freak? Oh, we gotta go look at this one. We definitely gotta see this thing right here. Is this coming with a screen? All right, it's coming with a screen, but still, good gracious, for that price, man! I told you, it's not. It's not cheap. It's not cheap. We gotta look this projector up. We gotta look at it. I gotta see how where this thing is being displayed at. Let me see. Let's see if we can get some real information on this thing. Okay, this is the site. I'll add the card. I'm going to see what this baby says. This is a $5,000 projector. Where's the specifications? All right, we got any specifications on this thing? Okay, I'm seeing those in here. Anything here says any specification? 30-day money back. You know what that means, 30-day money back? That means after 30 days, that projector is yours. You do know that, right? It says right here. 30-day money back on a projector you spent $5,000 on. PayPal's 180. Do you know that? PayPal's 180. That's 30 days. 30 days. What if your package gets delayed in shipping? What the freak? I guess I won't charge you. That's actually it's the property. That's pretty short. That's extremely short. That's a month. $5,000 in a month. Mind you, it takes a while for projectors to start showing weird stuff. So it's not going to happen in a month's time. Oh my goodness. If they had I'm not saying they did. I'm just saying, just off the top of my head. Imagine if they just rigged it to last 30 days, and after 30 days, you start seeing weird stuff popping up on the projector. Not saying they did, but just saying if it did happen, you can't return that machine. You're stuck with that. That right there, even if the projector is 4K and whatever it may be at the end of the day, that is something I'm not doing at the end of the day. Because that means if anything does popping up at maybe like 6 months down the line or 4 months or something, that's a lot of money. That's $5,000 for a projector. And they're giving it 30 days. The fact that the freaking return policy is that short, it's very scary. Tell me about it. Good gracious, look at the size of that thing. They gotta start making these freaking ultra short those a little smaller. That looks like the freaking Neo Geo console system right there. These things are huge. Really? Can't make these things any smaller? All this technology we got, we can't make these things any smaller? All right, so let's see what we got here, right here. 4K, ultra 4K. We getting any specifications on this? Gee, 30 freaking days. Now, how are we calculating 30 days? Are we counting 30 days once it hits the house, 30 days, or 30 days in the time it takes for shipment to get here? Maybe I got 10 days into it. What are we talking about? That's a very short timeline for a $5,000 projector. Let me see. See, on the site, you don't know, because the site, they're not really going to give you. I want to see any other site, any people that are reviewing this projector. And I want to look at it online. I want to see. I want this particular model. I want to see. I'm not buying this model, but I'm just saying, gee whiz, 30 freaking days. That's what I was like, nope. That is not enough time for me. Let me see. Here we go. This is the projector right here. But I need the name of it. It's not giving me the name there. Well, I got it on Amazon. Let me see. Amazon gave me the full name of it. No, that's why I spelled it wrong. No, those are the fake pictures. Let me see. Yeah, that's crazy, man. That's just, no, that's not going to work. Let me see for a minute if I got it remember right here. Or did I search for it? What did I do? No, that's the Wemax. We just had the projector lead there. It's not giving the model number here on the website. That's what's triggering, not triggering me, but it's not giving that model number right there. I need that whole full model number of this machine. All right. We're at Amazon right here. Is this Amazon here? Yeah, that's right. We found it. All right. I need the model number of this machine. Okay, we'll take that right there. That's one for that one. Okay. Now we need to go into YouTube and we need to see what this projector looks like. What's the light source like? Here, oh, yeah, we're in the dark here. Gee whiz, don't tell me to turn the lights off for this. Why are you turning the lights off for the projector? See, ultra short throws, you shouldn't be sitting in the dark with these machines. Let me see what we got. Well, he got one over here. Let's see what he's got going on over here.
What's up, YouTuber? It's Brian with projectorscreen.com. I know you're about to watch a video of the...
This is one of the most advanced 4K triple laser projectors available on the planet right now. It's the AOL Vision. This is the LTV 3500, and I do have to say, it's exceptional. From unbelievable brightness and color accuracy to 3D technology, this thing ticks every box. Don't forget to hit the red button to subscribe and give this video.
The problem we have here is that I've heard this speech before. I heard this speech with the Valve projector. I heard the speech with the Wemax projector. And there's another projector against with the X I can't pronounce. I've heard that one too. So the thing is if this projector does is exactly what it said to do, this projector should be to operate in a fully lit environment, such like a TV. That's how it should work. Then again, if it does have that capability, maybe it's because the screen, like I said, if they're using a white screen, they dumbed down the projector already from the door because white screens are not ambient light projection. Would I take the chance? And no, we can't do that. That's not going to happen. Even though the projector did show something that I didn't see usually in most of these projectors, it actually showed the resolution count on it. But I still want to see actually is that the resolution count, or is that something that maybe that the merchant is selling through, putting in through Amazon or on their website? They're automatically going to have that on there. But then again, Wemax doesn't have any information like that on their website. It doesn't display the resolution count. It just says 4 times this and 4 times that, and that's not enough. But if this projector is sitting in the dark, how many lumens is this thing at the end of the day? 3,500 lumens. Oh yeah, you definitely shouldn't have the lights off on this thing. Mine's 36 over here. I told you that the lumen count usually on these projectors, ultra short throws, they get higher and higher. They get 3,000, they get 32, they get 36, they get 38. They get a little higher and higher. The fact that you're paying $2,700 for a projector and it's only 21, yeah, that's not good. Look at this right here. Okay, but hope this ain't gonna be in the dark.
Notification bell to get my next video.
Because 35 is very good for an
So
ultra
thank you
short
very
throw.
much to the team at AWOL Vision for sending this across for me to have a look at. It comes in quite a meaty box, as you can see, and inside that box is the star of the show, the Trichroma 4K ultra short throw laser projector. Now, inside the box, you've got the usual. This thing, I mentioned how bright it is, and this is in the middle of the day with that blind up.
What did he just say? He said it's in the middle of the day. It's not the middle of the day if there's no light coming. Oh, gee whiz. Good gracious. I hate this freaking industry. I hate the industry so much. I really do hate it. That's the biggest lie. Are you going to tell me it's the middle of the day and there's no light in the environment touching the screen already? And I'm watching the screen washing out already and we're actually sitting in the dark. So you're going to tell me it's the middle of the day. That does not look like... Forget it. Forget it. There's a reason why I'm losing my temper on this thing right here. This is what causes me to trigger. This dumb nonsense in the day. It's the middle of the day. Freaking light coming from the freaking window. Oh, man, I couldn't go to one of these forum sites. I couldn't go to one of these I couldn't do it. I couldn't do it. I would snap. I would have to literally leave out of there. I would snap. I would come back with a giant fly tapper with 10,000 volts and I would beat the living daylights out of someone. Are you kidding me? Now, this is the reason why I see why Gordon Ramsay snaps and goes off because good gracious, are you kidding me? I better have the lights on this thing. Better have lights on more than this. Oh, good gracious. It goes darker. It literally goes darker. Oh, my goodness. I'm going to start my own YouTube channel called freaking Projector Rant. What the freak? Are you kidding me? 3,500 lumens. That thing is closer to the screen than the one I have over here. This projector I got over here is not made for ultra short throw, for that particular purpose for home theater. The NEC projectors are designed for churches and schools and stuff like that. It's an educational projector. So of course it's going to have a little distance. I got to be back from my screen at least about 3 feet from the screen in order to have a 150-inch screen. And you mean to tell me this thing is literally kissing the screen at 3,500 lumens and that environment is that dark at the end of the day? Wow! Gee whiz! Man, that's trash. I tell you one thing. I can't wait till I get into research and development. When I get into that field, you people have these projectors, boy, you're going to fear me at the end of the day. I'm going to pull your projectors out of y'all freaking... I'm going to take them down to my test facility, and we're going to show you what those things look like. I'll stick that thing in an environment with so much light, that thing will wash out, and our stuff will maintain with no problem. Even under our technology, that stuff wouldn't even work. Gee whiz, you got to be kidding me. Yeah, I got to walk away from this for a minute. This is a well-lit room? What do we got going on here? Oh, it's not even making contact with the screen. Look how dark the environment. You can't even see the freaking baseboard. What the heck? What? Seriously? I'm done. That is the dumbest thing I've ever seen in my entire life. That's a lot of money to pay for a machine. And you mean to tell me this window light we got over here in the corner, what's going on here? So basically he's stating because he got one freaking window. This is in the middle of the daytime, but the environment is literally that dark. Oh my goodness. What the heck? Oh man. I tell you something, I got myself a new hobby. I got myself a new hobby. With that money I'm getting, I'm gonna buy a lot of these projectors. Y'all going about to get exposed. When I get done with y'all, these companies are going to hate me. You're gonna have to hate me. I'm gonna expose the daylights out of you. Why is that environment that dark? Let me shrink this a little bit so you can see this. Look how dark the environment. Why is the environment that dark? That projector is sitting on top of the screen at 3,500 lumens. And you're going to talk about you're in the middle of the day? Where are you in the middle of the day? I can't even see your baseboard right here. This baseboard is completely dark. Look at the... Gee whiz. Gee whiz, that's sad. That is so freaking sad. That is so freaking sad. Let's finish this real quick. I'm done with this. I'm going to get myself a bowl of cereal. I'm going to go out back and watch my freaking setup. Oh, I can't wait to get my P2 and other projectors in here. We're going to put this to shame. Such a shame. Again, you companies who make these projectors, don't even contact me at the end of the day, because I am not interested in your fake machines. How are you 3,500 lumens and you're that environment that dark? Punch somebody in the freaking throat, I swear. I can't be around these fake demonstrations. I can't do it.
Your sunglasses on, because this thing, 3,500 lumens, is bright. When I mean bright, it is unbelievably bright. This is by far the brightest projector, laser 4K, that I've looked at. The window is open, as you can see, the blind is up, and it is still pumping out an unbelievable amount.
The window is open. There's light pushing through. But why is the environment so freaking dark? There is more light coming off the projector that's backsplashing off the walls than the physical light coming through the window that should be lightening up that entire environment, but that environment is dark. Gee whiz. This is what's considered to be a well-lit environment? I quit. This is freaking pathetic. This is stupid at the end of the day. Gee whiz, man. Oh my goodness. I'll fix your problem from the door. I'll take that into a projector and I'll stick that in an environment that's fully lit. And let's see if that 3,500 lumens pulls. Gee whiz, that's such a trashy demonstration. My goodness.
Light. Better than I've ever seen on anything else. It really is that noticeable. The projector has an Android operating system, but it's a fairly basic one, which I don't mind at all. I like the fact that you can find everything very easily, and I'll show you more about that in a moment. But if you choose, you can have this booting straight into an HDMI port. So I've got it now booting into the Fire Stick, which we've just put in the back of the projector. And then you don't have to worry about the menu system.
Get anyone darker in the
There are
room.
some handy features within that operating system, including casting. Now, when we show you it at night, it gets even better. But as you can see, blind.
When we show you at night, it gets even better. So basically, he just stated that in the light that he's in right now, this is barely a little bit of light. The pictures wash out. I just sat there and told you before he said that. I said, I'm looking at this crap and the image is washed out. I can see that. The image is washed out. That's why he sat there and said at nighttime it gets better. So that environment, as dark as it is, as you can see, look at the corners. You see anything in the corners? Look how dark this environment is. And this is considered to be a well-lit area. How many of you have your nice living rooms and, you know, how they're set up? Does it look like this 24/7 in your living room? Is this the case? You might be a vampire at the end of the day. Tell me, if your living room looks that dark at the end of the day, you know it doesn't look that dark at the end of the day. That's insane. And he literally just sat there and said at night it gets better. So you mean to tell me as dark as that is, that's the best that it's going to, oh my goodness. Then what's going to happen if you stick it in everyday lighting like you may have at your home? Then what's going to happen? Oh my goodness, I swear it's going to be a freaking headache today, boy. This is why we don't do these demonstrations.
In the middle of the day with that blind up, it just is incredible.
Middle of the day, that's what he's claiming.
Now, when we show you it at night, it gets even better. But as you can see, blind up, middle of the day, and it's the best projector that I've seen for performing in any type of ambient light or daytime light.
Oh my goodness. No, it's not. I tell you right now, this is why we're going to have problems. This is why I got to have retainer money for attorneys. This is why. Because if I was in a show and I heard that joker talking, I would have taken that projector and I'd have thrown it clean out that window. I know myself at the end of the day. I'd have sit there like, what the freak are you talking about? I'd have had a conversation with him first. What are you talking about? What do you mean by middle of the day? That's not the middle of the day. Even if it's in the middle of the day, you can't even see it. The environment is too dark. It's literally dark in all the little corners right there. You can't even see it. And then he's going to try and say, oh, it gets better when the lights are out. Are you kidding me? Are you that much money for that machine at the end of the day? Oh, that is trash. That is definitely trash. That thing ain't 3,500 lumens. Are you kidding me? 3,500 lumens? No, that's not 3,500 lumens. Something's definitely wrong there. There's no way in the world. No way in the world. And then after that conversation, I gave him some money. How much did you pay for this? Here you go. And I've taken the machine and threw it out the window. That is trash. How in the world are you in that environment that dark? Oh my goodness. Let's skip past
That
this.
also means that it gets even better when you lower the blind and you've got a dark room, because this thing literally just jumps off the screen. It really does look exceptional. Now, the advantage to this is that you're going to get such more better performance in HDR, and you won't lose as much detail within the highlights. And the shadow detail is exceptional. It really is something to behold. Now,
Contrast is crazy low in here. Let me see something for a minute on the specifications of this machine. What is the contrast level? This joker just sat there and just said that the screen gets better. The room was already dark as it is, but then turn on, as it gets darker, it gets much better than that. Come on, man. Come on with that dumb nonsense. That's just stupid. The room is already, did you even know what a well-lit environment looks like? I guarantee, oh my G. Sorry, Lord, I'm about to lose it. I really am about to lose it. I swear I hate these freaking industries so freaking much. Living rooms. The question we have here, where's that living room that they showed here, right here? How in the heck are you going to stick that projector in an environment like that? So you mean the person who has a living room set up like that, who spent all that money for furniture and all the fixings that make it look like that, is going to turn around and turn that thing into a bat cave? That means you're going to have to cover every single one of those windows up from the door. That's definitely going to happen. You're not using any of those lamps that they're near the screen, so that's definitely not going to work. You're going to have to rearrange your entire living room in order to accommodate that projector. When I moved into this place, did I change out my environment? Did I darken my curtain? No, we didn't do any of that at all, period. Any place I ever moved in, any house that I had, did you see me change out, put darker? No, we don't do any of that. We leave it just the way it is. So how in the world are you spending that much money for that machine? You can't use that in here. That thing's not going to pull up. They're going to tell you from the door that, well, this is the excuse. You're going to have to calibrate your projector to get the colors right, and you need to be in an ambient light controlled environment. Does Bruce Wayne live there by any chance? Gee whiz. All that money for that machine. Look at that crap, man. Really, seriously. You're going from that to the, really? This is what I talk about, man. And then they come out there like it's such a big thing, like, oh, and as all this is so bright, and at the end of the day, you have to wear sunglasses, and we got the window open here. It's in the daytime, afternoon. Look at all the light pushing through. It's just so illuminated in here. You're gonna walk out of there with your pupils the size of freaking pinheads? No, that environment is dark. That's why I can't stand when I hear people talking about, oh yeah, the environment's well lit. It's not freaking well lit. Let me drop a meter in there and see how well lit your environment is compared to the meter we can drop over here. My goodness, man, this is freaking not so. People's decorated living rooms. Let's have a looky. We all have living rooms, don't we all? Let's see what our setups are like. Look at this. Look at it. So you mean to tell me that I'm going to turn my environment into a bat cave at the end of the day? This is what I'm turning, because I got to change my environment out. Any one of these living rooms is brighter what we just saw in that demonstration. Any one of these. This is what I'm talking about. These freaking fake demonstrations at the end of the day. Got a nerve to sit there and say, oh, but we got so much light pushing in. Are you kidding me? Can't even see the freaking corner, the base corners. You can't even see nothing. It's so dark in that environment. That's 3,500 lumens? Real 3,500 lumens? No, that's not 3,500 lumens. What kind of Mickey Mouse nonsense is that at the end of the day? Oh, I just want to punch that guy in the face. Sorry, people. I just hate that mess. My goodness, man. Seriously, my people were talking like, man, is he losing it over there? No, not losing it. I can't stand that nonsense. That stuff drives me nuts at the end of the day. Hey, fellow who made the video, 720p, 60 bucks, 150-inch screen, and you can see my baseline. in the corners, you can see them. That's 3,600 lumens. Still, you have 35, and you're sitting closer than my screen. And my projector was only designed to do 80 inches. Gee whiz, that is so horrible. That is so horrible. I'm gonna sit down and calm down for having an aneurysm or something. Look, it didn't show any contrast levels.
We're talking a lot of nonsense. I decided to pull my 150-inch screen out on a $60 projector.
This is what I was talking about Jamie. At the end, they were talking about how contrast. Man, you don't know what contrast. If contrast bit you in the face. First things first, you don't have a 150-inch screen. Second, you can't do a 150-inch screen and do that display. I saw that display already on your website. It is in the dark with a bunch of Christmas tree lights in the back of it. That's it. On a $3,300 machine, which I'm going to take the same machine, produce it at 160 inches, do the same demonstration in a fully lit environment with your product washed out at the same time. And guarantee the walls in here are light gray. I guarantee you're going to match my walls in here with no problem whatsoever. But let's move on. My goodness, that's freaking horrible. You got to be kidding me with that nonsense.
You don't need $3,300 or even $1,500.
Oh, my goodness, I got to go back to that video. Dreaded video, I swear. It's sitting in the dark. You got a back car in the garage, by any chance? Is there a back car in the garage? Anywhere a back car in the garage. At the end of the day, the guy's at fault. And the reason why he's at fault, because, come on, man, some of these people get paid by these companies do this, and they probably do give them freaking things that you say, like, I'm not saying they do or not, I'm just saying, but chances are they're not going to tell them, hey, don't stick the screen in a well-lit environment. I guarantee if I get this projector from them, they know it's going to happen to it. I'm going to stick this thing in a well-lit environment. Don't cut me a check. Trust me, you're not going to want to cut me a check when I get done with this thing, because I'm going to tell it like it is. I'm going to put your projector in a ton of light. You said that thing is 3,500 lumens, can produce in a well-lit environment. I'm going to stick that thing in a well-lit environment. That environment's going to be so bright you could drop a pin in there and still see it at 4 feet away. It's going to be bright in there. See if that thing will pick up.
4K, I've looked at.
Oh.
The window is open, as you can see, the blind is up, and it is still pumping out an unbelievable amount of light. Better than I've ever seen on anything else. It really is that noticeable. The projector has an Android operating system, but it's a fairly basic one, which I don't mind at all. I like the fact that you can find everything very easily, and I'll show you more about that in a moment. But if you choose, you can have this booting straight into an HDMI port. So I've got it now booting into the Fire Stick, which we've just put in the back of the projector. And then you don't have to worry about the menu system really. There are some handy features within that operating system, including casting. That's simple to do, and there's off the screen. It really does look.
Now it's got the blind shut. Yeah, notice the difference between the blind being open and the blind being shut. Still got the same darkness, just even more darker, but still the same darkness. Gee whiz Louise. That's a lot of money for a machine to be sitting in the freaking dark.
It feels almost too bright, and you may.
It's not even picking up contrast. Gee whiz. Look at that. Well, the screen can't do it because the screen he's projecting it on. He doesn't have it on a darker screen. He has it on a white screen. So if you notice, this is supposed to be in black when it comes up. Jet black. You see this area right here? The same discoloration we show? That means the projector's having a difficult time. If it can see contrast, it can't see it because of the screen. It's kind of like a hand-in-hand kind of thing. And he's got the little lights on going over here in the corner to give that light, like it's real bright in there. If that little bit of light is causing that screen to wash, oh, gee whiz, man. All right, look, here's the dealio. If you're going to go do this setup where you're going to buy one of these screens right here, number one, the white screens, because you can't use it on our technology. We won't support it. And again, I'm pretty sure some of people are not going to go out and spend $5,000 for a screen to find out that it doesn't support it. So if you are going down this route to get a white or gray screen, how about you contact Chuck Norris and ask him to put on the most pointiest cowboy boots he could possibly find, have him get a running start. You stand up on a ladder, spread your legs, let them get a running start to jump off a trampoline and just go BAM! Right into your privates, because that's pretty much what you just did. Gee whiz, that is absolutely horrible. That little bit of light caused that screen to wash out. That means the screen is garbage. Oh, my goodness. And is a company, these companies who make these things, if you ever want to contact me and say, hey, can you do a review? Don't do that. Don't do it. Don't do it at all, period. Because if you're going to give me little guidelines you want me to follow by saying, hey, it has to be in an ambient light controlled environment, you can't have this much lighting in there, and you know what I do at the end of the day, don't even bother sending it. Because you know what's going to happen to it. I'm going to punish the daylights out of that bad boy, and punish it, put it in a fully lit environment, treat it just like it's supposed to be a TV. We just saw this demonstration, didn't we, on our technology over there, where the guy was using the Wemax. It came out super dark because he was using a knockoff projector. Perfect example. Oh, good gracious. I swear, all that money for that machine. I got a window open. Are you kidding me? Oh, gee, where's one freaking window? That's all, one freaking window in that whole projector. Gee whiz. You know, it doesn't make a difference if somebody comes up with the most advanced projector in the world. The problem you're going to have there is the fact that your screens haven't caught up. You just haven't caught up. Yeah, that projector is trash. It should be, if it was 3,500 lumens, with 3,500 lumens, is he showing two projectors up there? Because why is he saying, let me see something for a minute. This is a projector right here. That projector is $5,000. $5,000 for a projector. That's supposed to be 3,500 lumens, and it's going to turn your environment into that? Gee whiz. That is freaking nuts. I just hit the link on where that projector is coming in at. All sitting in the dark. Wow. Now, you know, that's a barefaced lie. What we just saw a few minutes ago, did we see some giant windows sitting there? And yeah, that's a barefaced lie. So that's what I'm talking about. Look at the lies. We just watched that projector sitting in the dark. I'm going to tell you something. Just as bad as somebody sitting there saying that their product doesn't come in 4 colors, and you see a video demonstration of it in 4 colors, and you just watch that demonstration, that projector sitting in the dark, the screen size wasn't even this big in there, and then they turn around and give you an image that looks like this. Gee whiz, man, come on. Yeah, have me test that machine out. I'll stick that thing in a fully lit environment, windows and blinds, a regular living room with plenty of light, and see if that thing works. I'll put it right next to a TV. TV will operate. I'm not talking comparing quality. The TV will operate in that environment. That thing is not going to environment in that environment. If that environment has to be that dark. 3,500 lumens. What's the contrast? All right, so let's go by and let's find somebody else who has this projector on YouTube, and let's see if they are in the same environment this fellow just came out of. All right, let's see. Maybe somebody did a demonstration with this thing in a fully lit environment. This guy has 2 of them side by side, right? Let's see what he has in here. Mr. Taco and your careless whiskers. Careless whiskers. Well, he has a little bit more light than the other one, but still the environment is dark. But he has a little more light. Look at the curtains. Oh, they definitely cover the curtains up. Cover the curtains up. Yeah. Why'd you cover the curtains up? I know you got a screen here, but you know, you could have opened these up on this side. It's not, the curtains are not going to affect. Yeah, you could have did that with the window. You don't have to have the curtains there. You could have basically opened up the window and let the light into the curtains. Because that's not basically, how would that disrupt the projector in any way whatsoever? There's just no curtain there, that's all. I'm pretty sure he doesn't have it mounted into the glass. So if it's not mounted to the glass and he's got it mounted on this side where it's supporting the screen, he could have literally just opened up the windows. We could have saw light hit this screen and light come into the environment. Oh, come on, people. And you know what kind of curtains these are? These are blackout curtains. These curtains are designed to allow light not to be allowed to push through. I had these curtains. I had these curtains for my acoustic screen because light can't transfer to the acoustic screen because it'll wash it out. So I had to have these curtains in the back of it to keep the light from pushing through. But we had windows on each side either way. Look how they walk in, like their eyes get so bright in there. Oh, God, it's so bright. This is. That's horrible. That's downright horrible. We're going to be in the dark all day with this, are we not? Yeah, that's pathetic. If you're going to talk about a projector being bright, having 3,500 lumens, this means the projector has the capability to be used in a fully lit environment without washing out or fading because there's enough light coming from the projector to be able to produce a sharp, beautiful image on the surface because it has 3,500 lumens attached to it. That's like if I got a projector that has 20,000 lumens, it's going to be able to hit a brighter image. Now, the image might be washed out and faded and all that, but at least I'm going to see this image somewhat because it has 20,000 lumens attached to it. So if you're talking about how bright the image is, why are all these demonstrations being done in the dark? You don't have to have a super bright projector to project in the dark. You could do that at 1,000 lumens with no problem. The reason why they give you the whopping 3,500 lumens is because if you're going to be using this in a family setting, which is going to be your living room, and there's going to be a ton of light in there, this is designed to cut through a lot of the ambient light you're going to have in the environment. What's the point of having 3,500 lumens if you're going to be in the dark? You can do that at 1,000 lumens with no problem because there's no light in the environment to disrupt the projector's lumen count. Oh, man. I swear we have completely skipped the entire demonstration of doing this in a fully lit environment. Well, at least the P2 understood that. When they did the demonstration, there's a lot of white going on there, and it was nice and bright and so forth. Even though a lot of the images were digitally put in there, the day we saw that they were digitally put in. But oh, come on. Oh my goodness. If this projector was 900 lumens, they would have to be in the dark. Because the lumen count would be too low. But it's 35 and it's off to short throw, which means they should be able to operate that in a fully lit environment. The fact that you have to be in the dark, the main 3,500 lumens, what the freak?
For turning it off with SDR, definitely I recommend checking out and seeing which one works best. Dedicated gaming monitor, and you're not necessarily going to be worried about something.
Your space is a 2,000. However, as you can see here, we are in a very well-lit showroom, extremely harsh overhead fluorescent lights. Yeah.
No, you are not in a freaking, oh, gee whiz. That is not, oh my goodness. High fluorescent lights. That's what he just said. Fully lit room. No, buddy. No, you're not in a fully lit environment. This is a fully lit environment with a screen over top in the ceiling that's displaying. That's what a fully lit environment looks like. Our screen literally sits in the ceiling with the lights on. Overhead fully lit environment. Can't even see the corners. The area is just so dark. They even put dark carpets in there to basically drown out as much light as possible. I had somebody saying, well, your floor is actually, the floor is a projection screen. You know that? That's actually a physical screen on the floor. Gee whiz. I said, Moses smelled the roses. Oh my goodness. You got to be kidding me. Gentlemen, that's how it's done. See that right there? See, I can see my screen right there perfectly now. The light, see how the borders, crystal clear. I got a screen even in the ceiling right now that's displaying. Do. And we're in a fully lit environment with the lights over top of the whatchamacallit. You have lost your marbles. And then we have this.
Yet we're able to cut through all of that light with a super vibrant, punchy image on both the 100-inch Vantage.
Done. I'm done. They're able to punch through all that light. There's so much light in this environment. It's so well lit. Yeah. All right, people. It's so well lit. Yeah, it is. That's a super bright environment. I mean, I'm surprised they don't have sunglasses on. Heck, put on some sunblock. Mess around, you may fry yourself up in that bad boy. No, there is no light in there at all, period. Period, there's no light. I'm watching shadows being cast under the curtains here. The corners are super dark. There is no way in the world there's no light in here. And if there's so much light in there, how come the corners are dark here and here? The only light I see pushing off is from the projector.
Full spectrum projection, as well as the brand new massive 150-inch. One thing I will point out about the 150, this is the first one to hit the States right here.
Now, if you're saying at the end of the day, man, gentlemen, that if you feel that I'm slandering you, I'll take that projector and I'll stick that thing in an environment and I'll show you what a well-lit environment looks like, and I guarantee it won't pull. I guarantee you. Put it on, they get these on white screens. I'll stick it in a white screen and I'll put in, hey, get away from there. And I'll put it in a fully lit environment. So well lit that you could drop an ink pen in there and you can see it crystal clear. You'll see every single corner, nook and cranny and outlet. I guarantee you that projector won't pull. That screen will completely wash out. That's not a well-lit environment. That's nowhere near a well-lit environment.
Fortunately, the first people to get it from Spectra, and they actually make it by fusing two 120.
So basically, at the end of the day, man, you're just getting paid to just say this, because there's no way in the world. Because I tell you one thing, if they gave me that projector, I wouldn't get a dime. I wouldn't even get a check. They would hate me at the end of the day. I'll put your projector through the test. I'll stick that thing in a regular living room with plenty of light, and let's see what happens. That is just, no. Gee whiz. What else we got? Anybody else got this thing? We're past the Wemax. The Wemax is a fake projector. We all know that. This thing right here is freaking insane. You gotta be kidding me. Please tell me you're gonna be in a well-lit environment with this thing.
Alright, go get it.
When it comes to lasting relationships, we're thinking of every mile. The new Hyundai Tucson. It's your journey.
What's up, guys? Today we're going to be checking out another 4K ultra short throw projector. It is from, as far as screen size, this will go anywhere from 80 inches to 150 inches. So if you want to get 80-inch screen size, you would have.
So I'm looking at how the environment, it's still dark. He's got all his curtains covered up, so it's still dark in there. But please tell me he didn't do this with lights out.
I'm going to be using the projector with a 100-inch Vivid Storm fluorescing ALR screen. It's about 10 inches from the back of the projector.
He's in the dark. He's freaking in the dark.
You might want to try this out.
I'm done. I'm gonna get me some cereal.
Depending on what content you're watching.
I'm done. I just watched 3 demonstrations on a projector that cost $5 grand in the dark. And they're sitting there. Look at all the light we got around us. Look, we got so much light. There's just so much light all around us. There's just so. And you kidding me? That's a $5,000 machine sitting there in the dark. And they're like, oh, how bright it is! How bright it is! Really, how bright it is! Oh, that's horrible. That is absolutely horrible. That really is. That's freaking horrible. Gee whiz. And I'm sitting in a dark environment with a $5,000 projector. No, ain't no way in the world. That's just stupid.
And as far as colors, there are some projectors that actually have a bit of.
I'm done. I'm done. I'm done with that. I'm just freaking done with that. I'm gonna buy one of these projectors just to smash it up with a hammer, but then that's $5,000 that could be going to somebody else at the end of the day, so that would be wrong. That's literally what I want to do with this projector. Just gonna grab me a sledgehammer and just beat the living crap out of it, because man, that is just garbage. Every last one of these jokers are going to be in the dark with this machine. Please tell me this guy is going to be in here with the lights on. Show me this thing with the lights on.
Welcome back.
Right here, let me see. Right here, we got.
USB.
Come on. Show me something with some lights on. Show me something. Oh no, dude, your freaking blinds are going. Oh my goodness, you got to be freaking kidding me. You okay? Let me see. You see how his blinds are? See how they are? They're slanted. So they're slanted this way. So when the light hits, it's not going this way. It's hitting the blinds on a slant. That's why this area is dark here and here and here. If he had the blinds going this way, then when the light comes through, it would have hit the blind, slid off the side of it, and made contact with the screen. But he has the blind this way. So when the light comes through, they're hitting this side of the blind. Let me just explain to you right here. There's only way I can explain to you. So when the light comes through, it's on a slant. So the light's coming through, it's hitting this. That's what it's hitting. If it was like this, they would slide off and hit the wall right here. He's got them the opposite way out. And when you have them the opposite way out, that means the light's not really hitting it. It's actually hitting the wall and bouncing another direction. That's why it's still dark in here. I swear. And watch the rest of this be in the dark. Oh, yeah. That's about right. That's definitely about right. Gee whiz. This is all in the dark? It is all in the dark. Freaking kidding me on this freaking $5,000 projector. Gee whiz. Okay, somebody do a demonstration with the freaking light. Just the showroom, but the showroom's not going to do it at 150 inches. They're going to do it at 100 inches to 120 inches because they can compress the pixels to make it sharper and brighter. But at least he has some light in there, but they're going to stick the nice bright colors. They can't do contrast levels. They're not going to do a Starfield demonstration, nothing, because the screen's going to wash out. So they're going to stick the nice bright colors while they do the entire demonstration in the showroom. Watch, I bet you. Watch. Let's come over here. Oh. Gee whiz, the lights are out. It's the same projector lights are out. Oh my goodness. Oh, I'm done. This projector is supposed to be set up for TV setups. And wow, this is just wrong. Look how dark the environment is. Oh my goodness, it's just crap. It's crap. Let's go to the showroom. Let's check out the showroom demonstration. Please give me show me some contrast. Show me some freaking really dark, heavy contrast. Starfield, something dark. Don't show me a whole bunch of brightness on this. I'm done. I'm absolutely done. So let me get this straight. Anytime they show the projector, they show it in a fully lit environment. It's not even fully lit. Because you have to remember, the lights are like 20 feet up. This isn't a warehouse or a big, where they have the showrooms at, or in these warehouses. So the lights are way up top. There's no more light hitting that screen. That's why if I'm doing a showroom display, I'm bringing in my own booth, which means my booth is going to be covered in lights. I'm going to have lights hitting my screen 24. Oh man, that's horrible, man.
With a quality projector. You're looking at a key product, which is the Vanish.
Well, I can tell you one thing, not the best spokesperson in the world. If you're going to sell a projector, you're going to have to have a little bit more charge than that. And they're like, hey, this is the projector, so on, so on. What it does by your something. You know how it does good demonstrations? It has a lot of charge. I got to say it. I got to give credit where credit is due. The guy from Diamond, he has a lot of charge. When he comes on there, he just, for all this energy. That's what people want to see. What we have here is a container of juice. It's good. It has taste to it. It has good mouthfeel. No one's going to be attracted to that. Like, oh, look at this. It's absolutely fantastic, man. I'm telling you, this will cause your mouth to after you freaking explode. You will lose your mind drinking this right here. This is going to be the most incredible drink you ever had in your entire life. I guarantee you. Different. Now I want that drink because I'm going to say things going to blow my mind. But no, you got to have a little bit more than that. And the screen's washed out. It is so washed out. It's not even funny. Good gracious. That's the size of that piece of furniture.
System, the AWOL Vanish. Comes equipped with a 3500 LTV projector.
Yeah, rest my case. Really? They should have got somebody else to do it. Isn't it better if they just got to... Sometimes women do things much better than men. She would better be displayed off and stuff like that, you know what I mean? But Yeah, if I'm showing off a screen, I would like to have a lady there to show it off.
The new and front-running ultra short throw projector that you can see behind us. The ultra short throw space has been growing rapidly over the past couple of years, and our goal is to replace your television sets.
Hello! What I've been telling you guys for the longest time, that is the purpose of the ultra short throw, to try to replace the television. Guess what? That's not going to happen. Not without our technology, you won't. That is never going to happen, because all the demonstrations we just watched on that machine, everybody was in a dark environment. TVs don't have that issue. TVs, OLEDs, are you kidding me? That TV can produce a 100% black level. It does not require to have an insane amount of contrast. That screen can automatically see black. It produces beautiful colors, it produces amazing white levels, and you can use that in a fully lit environment, and it can display a star field in a fully lit environment. Can't do that with the gray screen. Can't do that with the white screen. And gunmetal technology can do it better than them, but we can do it better than gunmetal because our screens are literally black. Is a gunmetal screen OLED? No, it's not. OLEDs are jet black. Gunmetals are not black, jet black. Gunmetal screens are gray. So when we tell you the future is black, because we have a black screen. And sooner or later, they're going to have black screens pretty soon. And then what? What do people want to say? Oh, but that's not the future. So. Yeah, sure. Google just sat there and told you from the door why the black screen is more superior. And he just sat there and said they're going to be designed to actually surpass TVs. No, you will not be to surpass TVs. We can surpass TVs. If I take an 8K projector and I stick it on an all black technology, we could pull up in a fully lit environment. We have 8K capabilities, like these 8K TVs out here, and we can produce at 150 inches to 200 inches or more. But if you take any one of these projectors and you stick them on, and of course they're not going to work on our stuff because we don't support them, but you put them on a gray or white screen, how is that going to be the TV at the end of the day? All the demonstrations we just saw a few minutes ago, everybody was in the dark. This is the only one I saw so far that did it with the lights on to a certain degree. And you do know your living room is going to be brighter than that. Oh, my goodness. My goodness. You ain't replacing no TV. This is why when I go into the OLED form sites, they laugh at projector setups. I don't want that freaking clown show in my freaking house at the end of the day. That thing can't even see 100% contrast level. And they're right. The gray and white screens can't see 100% contrast level. Neither can gunmetal. How you can compete with an OLED? That's not going to happen.
Your television sets that you have inside the LEDs, your living rooms and family rooms with a quality projector. You're looking at our key product, which is the Vanish system. The AWOL Vanish comes equipped with a 3500 LT.
Now this is what I find interesting right here, right? See these pictures right here? How come we didn't get these images from the videos we just watched when people were reviewing them? How come no one saw that? What's going on there? What is going on? Interesting. We just watched a bunch of people with these projectors. Even the guy talked in his room was super dark. It was never that bright. So what's going on with that?
Vanish comes equipped with a 3500 LTV projector. It has 3500 lumens.
They should have got a better spokesperson. I know dude's trying his hardest, but they should have got a better one. All that pausing and all that in between, that's not good when you're selling something.
Also has Dolby Atmos for its sound. It's a tricolor laser, a true tricolor laser without a color wheel. And it also uses a Ricoh 2.0 customized lens. And putting those components.
See right here, this is all washed out. You see that? That image is washed out. She never had that light gray kind of mist around it. It reminds me of the N64 games like Turok, where basically they couldn't do a lot, didn't do a lot of backgrounds, and the N64s, they put a lot of that mist into it to kind of fill out for what wasn't in there. That's what it kind of looks like. If you remember that from the 64s, did that kind of stuff. But yeah, they should have got a better spokesperson because he doesn't feel like he's comfortable with this at all, period. He's kind of one of those people just better, just don't want it. Somebody's like, you got to do it, we're short on staff and you got to be there. That's what it kind of feels like. He just really doesn't want to be there. Not saying he doesn't support the product. He probably supports probably 100%, just probably not comfortable with speaking. Some people are just not comfortable with that.
Together, you're able to project an image, what you're seeing right now, underneath very strong ambient lights. So the whole goal of our company is it doesn't make a difference what light condition your room is in, either the sun's coming in or you have all your lights on. We want you to be able.
That's a lie. That's definitely a lie. From what I just seen, I didn't see anyone doing anything he just described, what he just said. I didn't see anything doing with lights on, a little bit of light coming in, that's basically about it. It's direct sunlight. Didn't see any of that at all, period. Nothing else. That's a lie. Unless I see a video demonstration of that.
Able to see the vibrant colors on as big.
No, they just showed somebody in the dark. Just show someone. Danny, do you see why what you just did in your video? Literally, this is what they do in the industry. Whatever his is even. Oh, gee, where's Louise? Are you kidding me?
The lights on. We want you to be able to see the vibrant colors on as
That man is sitting in the dark.
big as a 150-inch screen. And we're one of the only companies that you're able to.
Now, I'm curious, how come the environment looks like this, but it, never mind, forget this, is crazy lies.
View high definition on 150 inches, and that's because of the brightness of the lumens and also the tricolor laser and the Ricoh 2.0 lens. You can buy just the projector by itself, along with some of the ambient light resistant screens that we sell. And it's really at any price point, as low as $2,700.
So in this demonstration, they're using their own ambient light projection screen, and that screen is washed out that bad. And if you notice, you didn't see any contrast demonstrations, did you? No, they'll stick it to bright colors.
We sell a 2500 model that has 2000 lumens, so if you have a light controlled room, that you can shut.
Now this one, I'm not seeing any of the customers do this.
Lights down on, then you don't need as much lumen. So, and that's a less expensive product than the 3500. It has 3 HDMI ports, so you can plug in your Blu-ray player, you can plug in your cable box. It also has a hidden pocket in the back to plug in, say, an Amazon Fire Stick. So it becomes a smart TV, and you can stream Netflix and Amazon and some of your other streaming apps.
Any projector will do that. Any projector will allow you to put in Fire Sticks and all that stuff to make them smart TVs. I'm not going by the video on basically how he did the video. He should have got somebody else because he was really nervous doing that at all, period. I can see he wasn't comfortable. But I'm not going by that on what he's saying. I'm just saying that, yeah, that's poor. What they're showing and what they're saying is not matching up what we're seeing with customers. We're not seeing that.
Why do we sign every Stearns & Foster mattress? Because each one is so artfully.
All right, guys, CES 2023, checking out the AWOL Vision booth. This thing is pretty sweet. It looks like we got a couple different things to let you guys know about. So let's go ahead and start over here. So this is their massive 150-inch screen playing Avatar.
That screen's washed out. The blues are washed out. Contrast level's not pulling. That's pretty bad.
3D. So if you guys are paying attention to it right now.
See that ashy, smoky look to the screen? Look at this. Watch this.
Now, you probably can't see it very well. You probably are thinking, hey man, this thing isn't very sharp. Well, let me let you guys know about what they did. So they did.
This thing isn't very sharp. It's not very sharp. I knew that. I saw that before he even mentioned it. I could see that from there. It wasn't very sharp. It was basically very washed out. The minute I said that, then he mentions it. See that? You've been watching screens for like many, many years. It's like basically like second nature, like seeing stuff. You can tell when something's off. because you know, like I said, this is my field, so I can tell from the door before he even said it that that screen was off.
Did a couple of basically a firmware update, and they did a whole lot of stuff. So still 3500 lumens. This is the LTV 3500 Pro. So whatever you.
And he just talked about a firmware update. Gee whiz Louise, look at this. Look how washed out that is. Look, where's the black levels at? They're completely gone. Oh my goodness, I can't wait. We're going to be there soon. We're going to be there soon. Except for the difference between my booth is it's going to look like you're walking into a baseball stadium. They will know when our screens get there because you can tell about the tons of light we're going to have hitting our screens. We're definitely going to get an Alpha 1 in there.
You get your firmware update, you actually update it to Pro. Enhanced contrast, you get better black levels with it. Dolby Atmos, HDR10+, a lot of the same stuff that you used to have right down here. You also get your 3D update right there. 24.
You notice how they set the booth up? Let me show you how they set the booth up. So look at this. There's this overhead lights over top, right? If you put this overhead lights, what's the point of having overhead lights if you built yourself a nice little tent around your screen? And that's what he did. There's no overhead lights. They got curtains here to block on this side, and this is open on this side. So they're blocking light that may make contact with the screen to cause it to wash out. And since you got a little roof up there, that means you're blocking any of the light that's overhead in the warehouse or where they have it displayed.
Pro, so whenever you get your firmware update, you actually update it to Pro. Enhanced contrast, you get better black levels with it. Dolby Atmos, HDR10+, a lot of the same stuff that you used to have right down here. You also get your 3D update right there. 24 frames per second, you get filmmaker mode with the new update. PJ Link is going to work with your control, your home automation and whatnot. And this is the little unit right down here. So check it out. I'm using some of the glasses that they have real quick, and we have some people right back here enjoying the show. Can't see it very well. You probably are thinking, hey man, this thing isn't very sharp. Well, let me let you guys know about what they did. So they did a couple of, basically a firmware update, and they did a whole lot of stuff. So
I'm looking for something here.
Start over here. So this is their massive 150-inch screen playing Avatar in 3D. So if you guys are paying attention to it right now, you probably can't see it very well. You probably are thinking, hey man, this thing isn't very sharp. Well, let me let you guys know about what they did. So they did a couple of, basically a firmware update, and they did a whole lot of stuff.
Wait. That doesn't make any sense. If you're saying you're looking at it now and it doesn't look very sharp, they did a firmware update. So did they do a firmware update right there while everybody was watching it and they saw it change over with the firmware update? Because that doesn't make any sense right there. If you're saying, hey, I'm looking at this, it doesn't seem very sharp. But they did a firmware update and that's why it looks better. Did you do that right in front of me in order for me to see the difference? Because I didn't see a difference there at all, period. What's the point of explaining a firmware update if it wasn't done right there at all, period? I just caught on to that when he just said that. So did we just watch the firmware update go through?
Sure. Well, let me let you guys know about what they did. So they did a couple of screen playing Avatar in 3D. So if you guys are paying attention to it right now, you probably can't see it very well. You probably are thinking, hey man, this thing isn't very sharp. Well, let me let you guys know about what they did. So they did a couple of, basically a firmware update, and they did a whole lot of stuff. So still 3500 lumens. This is the LTV 35.
That didn't make any sense at all. So if I'm looking at the screen, I'm thinking, gee whiz, that's an ugly color. And then you walk over to the wall, yeah, it was an ugly color, you know, it looks pretty bad. But look at it now, it's red, it's a beautiful color. No, it'd still be the same color. Did you change the firmware update? Because I didn't even see anything. Because usually if someone's doing that and they're going to say, hey, look, yeah, I know it looks pretty bad, but watch this. Watch what happens. They're going to put this adjustment in, check that out, and see the screen adjust. There you go. We literally didn't see that.
100 Pro. So whenever you get your firmware update, you actually update it to Pro. Enhanced contrast, you get better black levels with it. Dolby Atmos, HDR10+, a lot of the same stuff that you used to have right down here. You also get your 3D update right there.
Oh, they would hate me at this booth. If I was going there, they would hate me like, wait a minute, wait. You just said basically it looks bad now. It still looks bad. When's the firmware update going to go through? Like, did you just do it right now in front of us? Because I'm really not seeing this. Can you do me a favor? Can you change this out? Can you put on the star field? No, they would hate me in there. I probably would get kicked out. Can you put a star fill demonstration? I want to see a 100% black level. See how far your heavier black levels come up. Oh yeah, I would definitely challenge their stuff in the day. They would kick me out of there. They pick a certain video or things they're going to show. This is certain select things they're going to do. All of this is prepped the night before the show. They know exactly how much light to remove, to calibrate the projectors, what videos to show, what not to show. That's what it is. If I sat there and said, hey, can you do me a favor? Can you show me a star fill demonstration so you can see the contrast levels? They're like, well, right now we just have it set for this and this only. We can't change it to anything else. I guarantee. You know why? Because I got kicked out of the booth at Circuit City one time because I'm not going to tell you the company that was in there, but I was trying to look at the screen from the side. So the guy was like, no, sir, if you want to view your optimize your viewing pleasure, you have to sit right here in the center. But I kept getting up and I kept leaning to the side because I was checking out the narrow viewing code. The screen was going dark on me, and I got kicked out of the booth. I was like, why can't I stand here? What if I want to sit here and watch it? Like, I got to be right here in the middle? It's like, sir, you're being a little hostile. I'm going to ask you to leave. I'm like, okay. I said, you know what the problem is? Your screen is suffering from a narrow viewing cone. So if I stand up and I move to the side, your screen slowly turns dark. That's why you have your customers sit in the middle and sit on the side because the screen can't pick up. They kicked me out of the booth. Yeah, trying to give me that dumb nonsense.
4 frames per second, you get filmmaker mode with the new update.
Get out of here.
It's going to work with your control, your home
Hold on,
automation.
I'm kicking my fan.
This is the little unit right down here.
Sorry about
Check it
that.
out. And these are some of the glasses that they have. Real quick, and then we have some people right back here enjoying the show with their glasses on. So that thing is.
Don't even know what VR is. Don't even know what freaking real. I'll be right back. Don't even know what real whatchamacallit is. I'm gonna let this play for y'all. I'm gonna go grab something real quick.
Pretty sweet. Over here we have the Vanish Laser TV. This is their all-in-one unit, right? So you have we have a gentleman over here playing some video games. Check him out. So this thing's really, really cool. The screen disappears whenever it's not playing. This thing pops out. This thing actually goes back in to the cabinet itself so that you don't see it. Very unobtrusive and really really engages with your lifestyle, stuff like that. So this is their Vanish Laser TV coming with either one of their projectors, whether it's the 2500 Plus, which is the one right up here, or the LTV 3500 Pro. So what they did with this one, they bumped up the lumens with it. So you actually get a little bit better lumen output. You also get better contrast. So as you guys are looking at this right
See, if you notice the screen is smaller than the other one, ain't it? It's actually about 100 or 120 inches, if I can get that right. But it's about 120 inches. I've done this demonstration. This is the demonstration with the kiwi fruit cut in half. So this should be actually jet black, and this should be bright green.
Right now we are in the absolute worst freaking
Bring that back. Bring that back. What are you doing?
And then
You know better than that.
So as you guys are looking at this right now, we are in the.
See how fast he moved that? Yeah, that demonstration, that screen didn't pull any contrast.
One of their projectors.
Yeah, that didn't do it. Come on.
Whether it's the
I'm gonna slow that down. I want to see that again.
Plus, which is the one right up here, or the LTV 3500 Pro. So what they did with this one, they bumped up the lumens with it, so you actually get a little bit better lumen output. You also get better contrast. So as you guys are looking at this right now, we are in the absolute worst freaking environment. Look at this. All these lights back here, and then you have this image right here, right in front of you. So you're not getting the whole picture of looking on the display. It's not necessarily showing real blacks, but that's kind of what you guys are going for right here. So this is the AWOL Vision 2500 Plus. This thing's pretty sweet. Again, like I was talking about, what you get is your firmware update. A lot of stuff increases with this one. You also get the ability, this is a 100-inch image, you also get the ability to go up to 150. That's what that blue outline is right there. We got BD Installer right over here. Check them out. That's basically it, guys. We're going to go ahead and do some walk-around B-roll with BD Installer. Get it? But that's it, guys. Really appreciate you guys for watching. If you guys want to grab one of these, make sure you guys hit up projectorscreen.com. Brian over there. I'll leave links down in the description. You guys can grab one of these. Catch you next time.
No, we don't. We'll go back in here. I was waiting for my package to come through. Yeah, that's just crazy. Hold on for a minute. Oh, we need to go back to that. You show that kiwi fruit. You know how fast he broke out of that demonstration? That screen washed out. We got to go back. We got to go back.
All
This
right,
is what I
guys.
want to see.
Absolute worst freaking environment. Look at this.
Wait, the way he moved that camera that
Here,
quick.
Or the LTV 3500 Pro.
Yeah, that's supposed to be an all black right here. I've seen the Kiwi demonstration. That's the one you're talking about replacing TVs. No, that's not going to happen. Let me see. But not with that stuff, it ain't going to be happening. Let me see. 4K OLED. Let's see something here for a minute. Because that's not supposed to be in tan. This is not supposed to be tan. But he did that so fast. Where's my settings for here? This is my settings. Here's my settings for here. I need to break that down. Put it down to normal. Bring it down to this. I want to see this. He moved that thing so fast.
So what they did with this one, they bumped up the lumens with it. So you actually get a little bit better lumen output. You also get better contrast. So as you guys are looking at this right now,
Screen washed out. That's why I saw the camera push away so fast. That's supposed to be jet black in the background. That's an OLED, this demonstration, by the way. It's by OLED. And that's an OLED demonstration. Why would an OLED demonstration come up gray? If it's for a TV. If they're making statements that this thing is going to replace the TV, an OLED can pull 100% black level no matter what the light's on or off, it's going to pick up. So the question we have here is, why in the world with this projector you have it at 120 inches, it looks like about 100 120 inches, where's the black level at? And that's where he pans out.
in the absolute worst freaking lumen output, you also get better contrast. So as you guys are looking at this right now, we are in the absolute.
See how fast he moved it? He's going to come back.
Lights back here, and then you have this image right here.
There you go. Panned out of that real fast and real quick. You know why? Because that image washed out. The minute he said contrast, the contrast didn't even pick up. That's why he pulled the camera back, showed you all the lights and everything, and then came back. And look how high the lights are at.
Look at this.
Do you think those lights are going to make contact with that screen? No, they're not. They're too high up to make contact with the screen. That area is not bright. Oh, I can't wait. When we do ours, we'll show you. We'll bring the lights down on top of our screen when we do it. Why not? We do it all the time. Except for when I do my booth, my ceiling's going to be painted, and there's going to be a light coming through the center of my ceiling. I'm going to have lights all installed in my ceiling. We'll show them what ambient light projection technology is supposed to look like. That is so fake.
All these lights back here, and then you have this image right here, right in front of you. So you're not getting the whole picture. I'm looking on the display.
That's not even black. That's actually gray.
It's not necessarily showing real blacks, but that's kind of.
Yeah. See what I mean? Every time I say something, they literally say it afterwards of what I just said. I just said, when he sat there, I looked at the image, I said, the image is blurry, it's washed out. And he sat there and said, it'll get sharper when they do the firmware update. I just sat there and said that they're not pulling real contrast level. And he just said, you're not pulling real blacks. Told y'all. At the end of the day, I told y'all.
So you're not getting the whole picture. I'm looking on the display. It's not necessarily.
This is why the industry is so jacked up. All these people buying this at the end of the day and not getting exactly what they paid for. And in order for them to get that projector to work, and chances are this thing is not going to work on a Black Diamond or any one of these high-end screens. They got their own screens because they know no other company's going to support that thing at the end of the day. We're definitely not going near with a 10-foot poster. If you buy that thing, you can't go near us because it won't work. And then you got the certified high-end screens, which cost thousands of dollars on top of that. You buy that plus $5,000 for this projector and it doesn't work. Oh, that's going to be another nightmare for you. If you have it on a white screen, there's no way in the world they're going to use that in the booth. They're using that on their own screen, but their own screen has a little bit of light gray to it. I guarantee it's a light gray screen. I guarantee you. And I guarantee you it's not cheap. I guarantee you it's very expensive. Oh, man. See, it's interesting. I'm pointing this stuff out to y'all. That technology we had was right there all that time. That technology was designed to even the playing field. When I wouldn't work with these projectors at all, period. It's not going to work. You could have went out and got a 720p projector and you would have been able to pull up at 150 in a fully lit environment and you would have paid $200 for your projector. Instead of spending $5,000 for a machine that we just saw most of the people who had it sat in the dark with it.
In front of you. So you're not getting the whole picture. I'm looking on the display. It's not necessarily showing real blacks, but that's kind of what you guys are going for right here. So this is the AWOL Vision 2500 Plus. Seems pretty sweet.
What's the rest of that conversation? What did he just say?
Here. So this is the AWOL Vision 2500 picture. I'm looking on the display. It's not necessarily showing real blacks, but that's kind of what you guys are going for right here. So this is the
Did he just say this is what you guys are going for right there? That's an OLED demonstration. Oh my goodness gracious. I'm going to have a freaking heart attack in here watching these demonstrations. I give him this much. I do. At least he's honest. I give him that one. He's not lying about certain things, but he just sat there and said that that's what you guys are going for. So let me get this straight. I want people to spend $5,000 for a projector that at the end of the day is not going to see contrast, but that's what we're going for. Yeah, that is freaking no. This is what I was warning you people. At the end of the day, I was trying to tell you this stuff is coming. This is going to get really bad. It's going to get really, really bad. They're going to make crappier and crappier machines. They're going to charge you so much money at the end of the day. I was trying to warn you and tell you this is coming. Why do you think we do our demonstrations differently? Why do you think we don't follow them at the end of the day? This is why we're telling you this is coming. The beautiful thing about this is at least since we now have these contracts coming in, we can basically walk on their level, which means we can out them even more. We can go to their showrooms because we can be at the same status that they can be at and show them what real technology is supposed to look like at the end of the day. I can't believe this. That's a $5,000 projector. And the man simply just sat there. This is what you're going for. Yeah, that's what I'm going for. Gee whiz.
Not getting the whole picture. I'm looking on the display. It's not necessarily showing real blacks, but that's kind of what you guys are going for right here. So this is the AWOL.
Then if you're going for that, why are you showing an OLED demonstration if that's what you're going for? You should be going for something like a snow level or something with a bunch of flowers and some tropical birds, something like that if you're going for that. But why are you going to pick that demonstration of all demonstrations? He just clearly just said that the contrast levels weren't picking up. So apparently you tried something. It didn't work out that well. Oh, my goodness. I swear. I'm going to get on my massager. I'm going to relax. Listen to some AMSR. That's what I'm going to do today. Give me a bowl of cereal. Watch some cartoons. And forget this day ever happened. Because that's one of the most dumbest things I've ever saw in my entire life on a $5,000 projector. Literally just said that's not what we're going for. But you're talking about deep contrast levels. Right? Literally here.
Or the LTV 3500 Pro. So what they did with this one, they bumped up the lumens with it. So you actually get a little bit better lumen output. You also get better contrast. So as you guys are looking at this right now, we are in the absolute worst freaking environment. Look at this. All these lights back here.
So you get better contrast, but then he says we're actually in the worst freaking environment because of all the light, but the screen's taking it in, but you're not getting the best contrast, and this is what we were going for. That's literally what he just said in the video demonstration.
don't see it, very unobtrusive, and really enjoys.
Oh, mother George, I didn't see this part right here. Are you kidding me? This is how washed out that image is for a $5,000 projector? I swear, I think I'm gonna come out with a freaking projector called Donkey Vision. Lie to you not. Why not? Why just make a projector, give some fake specifications. My projector does 50,000 lumens. We are 8K, 10K, 1080p, 720p. We do our aspect ratio of 235.1 to 14.3, or we'll do something crazy of 1.2 aspect ratio. Yeah, that's what we'll have. And basically, the machine basically is designed to float by itself and to derive valid. Oh my goodness. Gee whiz. I can't go these places. I can't. I'll be in the guy in the back going, what the freak? You ever seen the freaking Jackie Chan when he does that thing? Yeah, there you go. There you go.
This thing pops out. This thing actually goes back in to the cabinet itself, so that you don't see it, very unobtrusive, and really enjoys or really engages with your lifestyle, stuff like that. So this is their Vantage Laser TV coming with either one of their.
That is so washed out. Let me show you. Look at this. That's horrible. That is absolutely horrible. You got all that gray coming off the screen. That means the screen's having a rough time picking up contrast and color. That's what that ashy gray looks like. She was like going to the pool and forgetting to put freaking lotion on your kneecaps and coming out looking all ashy. Oh my goodness.
Projectors, whether it's the 2500 plus, which is the one right up here, or the LTV 3500 Pro. So what they did with this one, they bumped up the lumens with it to actually get a little bit better lumen output. You also get better contrast. So as you guys are looking at this right now, we are in the absolute worst freaking environment. Look at this. All these lights back here, and then you have this image right here, right in front of you. So you're not getting the whole picture. I'm looking on the display. It's not necessarily showing real blacks, but that's kind of what you guys are going for right here. So this is
That's what you're going for right here. You're not getting real blacks. I've seen this demonstration a dozen times. I've done this demonstration. This is one of the OLED demonstrations that they do. That background is supposed to be super jet black. This is supposed to be black, and that fruit is supposed to pop. The fruit's faded and washed out. And look how close that projector is sitting next to the screen.
the AWOL Vision 2500 Plus. This thing's pretty sweet. Again, like I was talking about, what you get is your firmware update. A lot of stuff increases with this one. You also get the ability, this is a 100-inch image.
That background, again, is supposed to be black. It's supposed to be black, and this is supposed to be a really bright orange, vivid, liquid flow.
You also get the ability to go up to 150.
Gee whiz, why would I do 150 inches of that freaking monstrosity nightmare? It's not an instant contrast. You know, I'll tell you something. This company contacts us and says, hey, look, you know, you guys specialize in this black tech. At the end of the day, you basically, no, we will not do this. I am not putting my name next to this at all. Not going to happen. And this thing wouldn't even work on our technology. I'm going on a limb. I'm just going to say right from the door, there's no way in the world on God's green planet that I would ever put my name next to this at the end of the day, or basically have our technology anywhere tied into it. Just wouldn't even do it, wouldn't even try it. This is the same thing I went through with the Valva, the same thing I went with the Wemax, and that other projector begins with an X, which I don't pronounce correctly. But anyway, yeah, those projectors right there, no. And now, Matthew, you truly understand when I sit there and tell you we don't support these projectors because they are crap. And it's a $5,000 machine right there. $5,000. And it can't even see contrast. But then if it was, you can't even, the only thing you can work with is their screens, a white screen or gray screen. How much does their screens cost? Let's find out. Oh yeah, I'm definitely gonna get a headache out of this. Definitely get a headache out of this. But it was well worth it. It was definitely well worth it. Let's go find out what their what it costs for one of their screens. Oh man, and you know that if they're definitely using the screen in the demonstration. They're using their own screens in the demonstration. they're definitely using their own screen. So if this is their own screen in the demonstration and the contrast is that bad, gee whiz. Oh my goodness, man, I swear. No, Martin does that. Oh, now that's what I was. No, I can't correct the curse, but yeah, that'd have been me in the background. I'd have lost it. If I walked up and saw that. Oh, why no? What you doing? Oh, hey, we're not doing. No. I'll pull my contract in a minute. Let's see. Projector screens. The projector screens are pausing. No, the projectors. No, the projector. That's the projector. They got a projector here for the projector and screen at $6,798. And did you see this? That picture you're seeing right there. Did you just see that and what we just saw in the showroom? They just showed the screen. Did you see an image that looked like this? Did you see it with the customers who had it? Did you see it? No, you did not. No, you did not. This is why I hate the industry so much. I hate the industry. I hate it. What screen are they using? What's their own screen? Authorized dealership for their screens. Vision, their screens right here. What do we got here? Here's the screens for 800 for the hours. These are ambulance projection screens. Are you kidding me? What's your price for these things? Do we have a price here? Because I am not dropping. I'm not paying for it anyway. Well, we're just paying over top of it. All right. So for the screen that is 100 inches, this is going to cost you. I want to print it. Just had it a few minutes ago. Come on. Where you at? Just saw your price. All right, this screen's going to cost you $1,400. For $1,400, that's for the 100 inch, or $1,400 for the 100 we just saw in there, okay? No contrast. That screen's not black. This screen you're going to get in there is going to be gray. That's what it's going to be. All right, now if you want the 120 inch, let's see what this one's going to cost you. For the 120 inch. This screen's going to cost you $2,300. $2,300 for 120 inch. Gee whiz, I wonder what the 150 is going to cost you. And let's see, what's the color of the screen? I told you, gray. It's going to be a gray screen. That's what you're getting. You're getting a gray screen, and you're going to sit there and pay a price tag of, and then this one in the dark, a price tag of $2,300 for a gray screen. The gunmetals are darker than that. But anyway, let's see what 150 inches is going to cost you. Drum roll, please. $5,000. Don't forget the tax, because you're definitely going to pay some tax on that. So, $5,000 for a 150-inch screen. Another $5,000 for the projector. If you get the top of the line model, that's 10 grand right there. Anything next to the $5,000 is going to cost you more. If you get it for $3,000, that's going to be $8,000. If you get it for $2,000, it's going to be $7,000. That's a lot of money to put down on a projecting screen that can't even see contrast, and you got to do a firmware update to fix the issue, and it still looks like mess. Yeah, that's money well spent, ain't it? But we have a technology that's 100% black and can pick up on a 720p projector in an environment far brighter than that at the end of the day, and does not cost our customers anywhere from $1,400 all the way up to 5Gs. Isn't that interesting? This is why we're going to dominate when we go offline. This is going to be a cakewalk for us.
50. That's what that blue.
That's a bad loop. There's so many things.
150. That's what that.
I want to see something. That shows the actual screen. the color of it. When the camera changes over, you see the actual color of the screen.
150.
Too fast, too fast, too fast on that one. Way too fast. Darn, yep, it's too fast. The frame rate's too fast to get it. Anything in here with it showing any form of frame rate. That screen's gray. It's very, very gray. Yeah, he made sure they either they edited or whatever they did, but that screen's gray. That screen's very, very gray.
Blue outline is right there. We got BD Installer right over here. Check him out. That's what that blue outline is right there. We got BD Installer right over here. Check him out.
When they're talking, they're basically pointing the direction in different places. They pointed toward the lights, and he shied away from the screen at another part. They're constantly pushing the camera all over the place.
Now, that's basically it, guys. We're gonna go ahead and do some walk around B-roll with BD Installer. Did it? But that's it, guys. Really appreciate you guys for watching. If you guys want to grab one of these, make sure you guys hit up projectorscreen.com. Right over there. I'll leave links down in the description. You guys can grab one of these. Catch you next time.
That was horrible. That was absolutely horrible. That's a lot of money for a dark environment again. Gee whiz.
Sizzle, pork, and
Hey guys, BD Man here. Now all of us are watching more home movies.
Shoot the thing in the dark, I'm done. Yeah, it is in the dark.
Projector that turns any room
The blinds closed. Yeah, of course. They're all in the dark. What do we got with the lights on? And they're using their screen. This is gray. Colors washed out. Gee whiz. Look at that. That's supposed to pop. That color level is supposed to be much higher than that. Much, much higher than that. That's supposed to pop. If this is going to replace a TV, that color has to pop. Where's the contrast? Are there any contrast displays on this? That's the promo demonstration. We just watched that thing.
Media 2022, we're at the AWOL Vision booth. We're gonna let you guys know about this awesome projector. I just did a review on it. You guys just saw that one, 150-inch capability for the display. Super cool. We're in completely the worst environment for this, and it still looks awesome. So we're gonna talk about it. We're gonna do it. We're happy.
You're in the worst environment for it. Oh, let me get my hands on it. I'll show you a worse environment, and I'll show you my technology in that fully lit environment with no problem. That's not a worse environment. I can show you much worse than that. Much, much worse. Gee whiz.
Products. This is our 35 that can actually project a very solid image in such a bright atmosphere.
Yeah.
We are introducing the AWOL Vanish. It's a cabinet. It's cabinets with storage. You can see the Sonos soundbar on top of there, so it will not affect any of the.
That's supposed to be in black. Literally, that's supposed to be in black. It's not supposed to be in gray. Oh my goodness. Gee whiz, that's so bad. Look at the menu. Oh my goodness. Do we do any contrast on this thing, for goodness sake? Any contrast? There's gonna be all bright colors on here. Give me some contrast on here, something. He did all bright colors. I told you, I can't do contrast on it because the guy just sat there and just said about there was a contrast issue on it. He just literally just sat there and said it. Owner's review. Oh, this is gonna be nice.
It's back.
Maybe we can get the lights on. This is someone actually bought this. It's owner review, 2,500 lumens. Let's see.
Experience the ride.
Oh, they better not be in the dark. You better not be in the dark.
Get tickets online at phillyautoshow.com.
You better not be in the dark. Turn this off. I just want to see what he got going on. What's he doing in here? I'll have to say, this is the best demonstration I've seen so far on this projector. Everybody else is basically sitting in the dark, sitting in the dark. Why is he showing nothing but news? Why don't you show some colors or something? See, that's what I'm talking about. He did a better, I'll give him that. He did a better one than anyone I've ever seen. But he's just showing the news. You gotta show more than that. What's the contrast, color? Let's see all that. But you know, he just showed the news. But he did a better one than everybody else did. I give him that much right there. Much better. Much better. Come on, we didn't even see the promo. He did better than the promo demonstration. But I wish he would have showed some color or something else on there. That would have been nice. Is this the same fellow? What's this tag on here? No, that's a different person. I thought it was the same person. See, he just showed the news. That's not enough. He just showed some color or contrast. We can see something maybe, but he just showed the news. But at least he did better than everybody else. Everybody else did theirs, and we're going to be showing off the post black enhancement firmware. This is what he's displaying. Now, mind you, he needs to have the lights on when he does this, because again, contrast is going to fade out extremely fast with the lights on. And if it's going to fade with the lights on, that means you're going to be stuck in the dark. Now, for those people who don't like me saying this, guess what? Can you turn the lights on and watch the star field? Or you can't? Well, guess why? Because your screen can't see 100% contrast and the projector can't produce it. So if you can't turn your lights on and watch the star field demonstration of the women on the 8K with the black makeup on, and you can't watch contrast levels like Batman or anything like that, and you have to turn your lights out to enhance them, that means there's something wrong with your screen. If you have one of these projectors, you literally got both of them. So that's what you're going to deal with. Meanwhile, my customers can sit there in fully lit environments and watch Batman and whatever else they want to watch because our technology can register black levels. So if you do a contrast level, it has to be done in a fully lit environment. What are you going to do if you get a contract and you got to work with something like a school or someplace or a restaurant or someplace that's going to have a lot of light in the environment that's going to require that screen to be used in a fully lit environment? You're going to sit there and try to explain them why your contrast levels are washing out? Oh, we can't use the screen and all this lighting. We got to dim it. How you going to explain that to a school? You know how bright schools are today, hospitals, pharmacies, where you want to put that technology in? No, you're going to have to stick to one section where you can use your ambient light rejection, and that would be movie theaters, a dedicated movie theater. That way you can have the screen in there, but you can't go any farther outside that rim because you're stuck in that one little square box because your technology can't be used in fully lit environments. So that's the only thing you can contain yourself to. Us, we can go anywhere the freak we want. I can go to hospitals, I can go to schools, I can go to freaking casinos, I can go to churches because our stuff is ambient light rejection. Now, how's that going to work? And you're basically stuck in that one box. You can only go here, and that's basically about it. So when you do contrast levels, if your screen can see 100% contrast, if your projector can produce 100% contrast, this is a demonstration that needs to be done in a fully lit environment. Because if it can't be, that means you're telling your customers, hey, even though you got that beautiful living room at the end of the day, guess what you're going to have to turn that thing into? Because if you don't have the lights out, your screen's going to wash out. And that's going to look a crying shame after you spent 10 grand for a setup. So let's see what we're getting here. Are we getting these black levels? Are we going to be in the dark? Yes, we are. We're definitely going to be in the dark. Let's see if we got it. You got the lights on in this thing? Oh. Gee whiz. Gee, I'm done. That's a waste of money. That's all I'm wasting money. It's a definitely waste of money. You can't be in the dark, you can't be in a well-lit environment. Well, how is this thing going to replace the TV? That's what the guy said. These things are going to be designed to basically compete and replace the TV. Guess what a TV can do? A TV can sit in a fully lit environment and display a Starfield demonstration with no problem whatsoever. I've never heard a person go, oh, don't turn the lights on. You're going to wash out the contrast levels on the TV. That's the dumbest thing you ever heard in your entire life, right? Okay, then why in the world is a projector you just spent $5,000 can't do the same thing? There you go. There you go. There's the logic. All right, that's basically about it for me. I hope you enjoyed the video demonstration. I'd like to thank you all for your time. As I said before, our amazing screen paint products are available for, I don't know, whatever time we have. I remember I meet with this guy on a Skype call on Saturday, and then we meet with him and live on a couple weeks after that. So once this thing is signed and we see our first payment come through, the shopping carts are coming down. They got to come down. When is the Alpha 1 going to be available for customers? End of the summer. That's when we're bringing out the Alpha 1. That's when they're going to launch. Okay, that being said, I hope you enjoyed. Those of you who do have our screen paint technology, enjoy and welcome to the future. And those of you who don't have it, well, there's still time. Gotta go. Thank you all, and God bless.